Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com. We need to talk. I think we need to have a good talk about something, maybe a little controversial. I want to tell you about the other day, not too long ago, I was playing a game of Warhammer 40k 10th edition. I was doing Necrons versus Tyranids. If you actually watched all the battle reports we put out on the... there's going to be some spoilers here, so I apologize for that, but I think it's important. I played this game, Necrons versus Tyranids, with a new one. I did Crusher Stampede. My opponent had brought, that Lich Guard block that was all buffed up. He had a Doomsday Arc and everything else like that. The very first turn, he fires the Doomsday Arc across the table and he takes out a Screamer Killer in one shot with no problem. And most people, or most experiences would be like, well, that's not a good thing. But I remember cheering. It exploded. The Screamer Killer just exploded. And I was like, that is so cool. And then we went on to play a really good game. Things went back and forth. The Lich Guard were powerful, but in the end, I was tabled and he had 3 models left on the table. I'm not going to say who won, but it was very, very close points-wise. And it was just so much fun. Immediately after the game, I went online and I started to see that people were really complaining about 10th edition. And I'm like, but I had so much fun. And I realized that you can have one game and it can be really fun. I went on to play more and more games. And I had already played some games of 10th edition even before that, and I have found them all fun. I have played 4 games with my new Tyranids with a new codex. Played more actually than before that, but the new codex, and I have lost 3 out of 4 of them. I won't tell you which ones. But I have had so much fun every single one. In fact, I'm going to be showing you a montage of something that happened in one of my games versus Scary. Now, I actually have to give a big shout out to Scary. A lot of my attitude towards when I play these games has changed a lot because of Scary. Because Scary is awesome. And even though he's a tournament player and he's really good at the game and he tends to bring good lists and beat the snot out of you, he also brings bad lists too. He does so in a way that you have a lot of fun because he cheers your victories. My arms are getting tired, but I'm going to keep holding this because I just want to talk about this. He cheers your victories. And playing against Scary over the past couple of years has really taught me how to have way more fun at the game. Because if everything was perfectly balanced, then you would lose half your games. And if you're going to lose half your games and you're only going to have fun when you're winning, then, that obviously makes the hobby way less enjoyable. So you got to be able to have fun when you're losing as well. And so for me, it becomes all about the narrative elements of the game. But when I go online, I see everybody complaining about everything. And I know that's the internet. I don't mean like people on the internet are bad. I mean like we don't tend to express things that we like as much as we like to express things that we don't like. And the internet just amplifies that. So I don't think like YouTube commenters in general are lousy people. I just think that typically we as human beings like to express lousy things that happen to us more often than we like to express good things that happen to us. I think that's just our nature. And so naturally, Reddit, YouTube comments, internet forums, whatever, are going to be filled more with the things that are going wrong than the things that are going right. And so I kind of want to try to counter that a little bit by talking about it. And you might think, well, Matthew, you're in a different world. Look at you. You're surrounded by an awesome studio. Look at all the cool projects you're working on over at MiniWarGamingForge.com or the MiniWarGaming Forge YouTube channel. Little plug there. I'll put a link below. All the cool stuff you get to do and print off and use for your printers. And like most people don't get to do that. And you're absolutely right. I got access to tons of stuff. And so it's harder for me to complain when they make big changes because I can just, pick up some other models or whatever. And I get that. I get that could be one view of what I am. And maybe that's right. Maybe I'm just in a skewed world where everything is fun because I get to be surrounded by awesomeness all the time. But I don't think that's the case because my opinion is I've been playing since 4th edition 40k. And the game has always been super unbalanced. There's always been lists that just destroy everybody else. And usually tournament people would have to take care of that, meaning like tournament organizers. Games Workshop didn't usually balance things or put out balance updates or FAQs or whatever. I'm going to put this down because my arm's getting tired. We're going to come down here and just talk. Just you and me. Whoever's watching this, you and I are having this discussion. So anyways, back then, I can remember the Imperial Guard leaf blower list of all the plasma. If your opponent put that on the table, most likely you're losing the game. And I remember the Tau at times got really, really powerful. The The Dark Eldar at times have been really powerful. I remember I could never really play against Dark Eldar with my Tyranids because they could just destroy all my army with very little effort. I just remember constantly through all these editions that there's always been this imbalance. And I know that there's these cries for balance and everything, but I don't feel that the way that it's being approached and being fixed quickly and invalidating, like literally before the Tyranid Codex even reaches your hands, there are things in it that are changed, like points values in the Codex are not even valid by the time you get it in your hands. And I don't want to sit here and complain about Games Workshop because I think they're trying to do right by the community. I think they're listening and taking stats in and making changes accordingly. But part of me feels like that kind of loses a bit of everything, that we're focusing so much on stats and power levels and everything that we kind of forget what this hobby is really about. And obviously it's different for everybody what the hobby is about. Some of you don't even care about playing, you just paint. But in all this rambling, what I'm trying to say is that I'm having the time of my life playing 40K. I'm just loving it so much. I'm painting a new High Fleet. I'm painting for the first time in years and enjoying it. I've put lore behind my High Fleet. We're playing games where cool crap happens. In fact, like I said, I'm going to show you a montage. And you got to watch it. You're going to love it. Something that happened in a game against Scary. If you watch the game, then you already know what happened. But this like montages it all down, where I throw away some tactical decisions to do something cool, and it almost doesn't work, and then it does, and it's just awesome, and it was a great moment. And I just remember having that moment in the game and being like, I'm having these moments all the time now because I'm focused so much on the narrative of what's happening rather than on who's winning. And like I said, hats off to Scary for helping with that, because I remember playing against him, and instead of dreading any cool thing that I could do that would really destroy him, he would cheer it on. And so now all of a sudden you get to have fun when your opponent does cool stuff, not just when you do cool stuff. Think about that. Just think about how much that can change it for you. And I could be way off base, way off base. I'm sure there's already comments down there below saying, yeah, Matthew, but it's different for you. It's I have an Eldar player in our group, and we're just never having fun because he's got this overpowered stuff. If they didn't fix it, I'd have to walk away from 40K. And you know what? I'm not saying that Games Workshop shouldn't fix stuff. I just don't think that the current method of doing so and knee-jerk reaction, and within 2.5 months of the release of 40K, making sweeping and big changes to the rules, I just don't get how that's the solution either. You can say, well, they should have caught it in playtesting, which I agree on some of the things, and other things I get that you don't catch it all in the playtesting. But I don't know. I think the rapid fire trying to adjust everything is not the right approach. And I feel like it worked better when they left it to the tournament organizers to do that. But then back then they were also releasing slower, and so maybe that gave it time to settle. Not sure. I don't know what the solutions are, but I have a solution for you. I want you to have more fun in your games. And I know for me that is achieved through playing the game as if it's a story rather than as if it's a competition. Even one-off games that you just drop down, you come up with these things. There's a couple of things that you can do for that. One I love to do, and I've done it once now, and I'm going to be doing it more, is before the game starts, you roll battle scars. So if you go in the Crusade section of the core rulebook, your guys in a crusade, your guys can level up, but they can also get hurt and take battle scars, which are like permanent injuries or semi-permanent injuries because you can get rid of them in some ways. So I played a game where we rolled battle scars on our most powerful units, and it instantly made the game more fun because all of a sudden there was a story to be told as to why we were fighting, that we had we were in the middle of a campaign rather than just a one-off game. So that was a lot of fun. But even if you don't do that, and if you just play the standard cards or whatever, you can come up with like the story elements and narrative elements of what you're doing. And it just changes everything. It changes how much fun it is. So here's what I want. First off, I want you to watch the clip I'm about to show you. I know I've been rambling now for almost 9 minutes. And if you're still here, thank you. Thank you for listening. And then I'd like you to flood the comments. But with this, I want you to comment of a super cool moment that happened in one of your games in the past while, or ever. It could be like years ago for all I know. Something cool that happened, a shot that shouldn't have worked, a long bomb, Hail Mary thing that you tried to do, or just like a really neat table that you're able to set up. I don't care what it is, like something that's memorable in your head. I don't care if it was your opponent or you. In fact, if it's your opponent, then good for you for kind of having that be a good moment. If your opponent does something cool and you remember that as being a really neat element. I'd like you to put those in the comments below. Just say, there was this one time I was playing a game, it was blah, blah versus blah. I don't care if it's 40K, Age of Sigmar, or any game, really. Just talk about it. And we had this awesome thing happen, and I will always remember it. And I just love the hobby because of crap like that. So I feel like that's what we need to bring back. And maybe tons of you out there are already experiencing this, and it's just the loudness of the internet that makes it feel like everybody's kind of not enjoying the game as much as they could be. But I just know for myself, I keep getting surprised. I play the game, I have so much fun, and then I start having discussions with other people, and it's just complaints about the state of the game. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just having fun. Is it just because I'm playing Tyranids? It's like, well, I've lost most of my games, so it can't just be because I have a powerful army. So I just don't know what it is. So anyways, leave a comment of something awesome that's happened. Watch the next part. Let me know what you think. And let's just have fun. Let's just have a lot of fun in this hobby. So I'll see you right after that video, and I'll talk for another, I don't know how long I'll ramble for. I'll try to make it short, like 30 seconds. But I'll see you right after this next clip. So see you in a minute. The Norn emissary at the beginning of the game is supposed to choose. In this case, looking at what it's about to happen, I think I want to kill those Bullgrins. Reroll hits and wounds. Now, normally I'd choose the objective. I think that's the better one almost every time. But I really want to kill those Bullgrins. So.
The Bullgrin are moving up the board to try and make that charge. Our first shot will be from the last cannons. I get 1 lethal hit. Don't even have to roll to wound. Straight to saves.
3 up. It's cocked. I'll do that one again. D6 damage.
With an initial volley, 6 damage.
Down
Take
to
a
10.
chunk off of that Norn Queen. Does that one heal at all?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I have no way to heal it, so you're getting it.
Then we have the Armored Sentinels are going to try and put a dent on the Norn Emissary. Hitting on 2s.
Oh my goodness! What? I did an Obi-Wan.
I'm going to use both of my Hunter Killer missiles. They only hit on 3s.
Oh, come on!
Well, I'll take that.
How much damage?
D6.
Ah.
For 1, and that's where my first command point becomes re-rolled.
No! Don't re-roll!
Yes!
What a garbage command point.
Always, damage is like the best one to re-roll.
No! Or charging. I use it for charging.
Yeah. Haha! 4.
Yeah, you just quadrupled.
I did. That is so I go down to 1 command point now.
Down to 6 wounds.
And of course, when you need to vanquish a foe, you call on the Lehman Russ Vanquisher with his one-shot mega cannon. It hit. Oh, it hit. That is a wound.
I have my 4-up invuln
right.
or 4-up save. And I don't have a way to re-roll this.
No,
so
you don't.
He's dead.
Big money.
Oh,
he lived. Boo. Oh, Hunter Killer. I have a Hunter Killer as well.
Why not?
On that thing.
Use them all
they all
turn
have
one,
a
right?
Hunter Killer. Yes. It hits. It wounds.
Save.
My Basilisk will open fire, hitting on 4s.
Oh, thank
Missed.
goodness.
Because
You gotta earn that kill. He's dead, but you gotta earn it.
You're making me work for it, Matthew. Did some decent damage into the Norn Emissary, and now it is time to send in the Bullgrin. This is a 7-inch charge. I need to roll a 7.
Bring it. That's who he wants to kill anyways.
That is very true.
It's a win-win for me. Oh, no.
No.
You do have another command point.
I totally am using it for this.
It's so boring, but I get it. I'd use it on charges.
Yeah, they're like, come on, boys. Let's go.
Yay.
Hooray.
Woo.
Good job, Bullgrin. But that did use...
Ready to pile in?
Ready to pile in. Matthew's piling in for me.
We know what you want to do.
I'm getting help to put all of my Bullgrin attacks in... Look at the pile of dice here. Oh.
Here you go.
Hooray! Go, Bullgrin.
Good start. Minimum 3.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen.
Uh-oh.
With
That's only
2 only.
3-up save.
Oh,
no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Ah, he's like, I was born for this! As he now goes to chop into them. With monstrous scything talons, 6 attacks hitting on 2s. Because you didn't bracket him.
Yep.
Because you are Otha Momented.
Yep.
He was born for the singular purpose. We'll re-roll, so they all hit.
Killing that one unit.
That's right. 3s to wound. And re-rolling. There we are. They all wound up.
And these are how much damage?
3 damage, -2 wound, or -2 AP each.
Okay. Okay, so he's going to go down, and then the sergeant will take the next one. 3 more, so on the sergeant. Ooh, he passes both. And passes 3.
Oh, fine.
Nicely done.
2s to hit, re-rolling with the monstrous rending claws. These are extra attacks. 3s to wound, re-rolling. Ooh.
Ooh, good thing.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that he was not really bred to kill these guys because they're all -1 damage.
Down to 1 damage, so he takes 1
So,
wound.
wow, that's it, eh?
Has 2 remaining.
Jeez.
Oh, the Bullgrin hold the line.
What is that? Does he die?
Yeah, he does.
What?
He just died.
He's like, why did you do that? And they're like,
He was busy defending against this massive Norn thing, and the little hive guard stabbed him while he wasn't looking.
The Norn emissary looks at them, and you see his brain glow. Hitting on 2s. Well, 3s, because of -1. Who cares? They're all the 6s. Who needs rerolls? Yeah, I killed one. No, I didn't kill the other one.
Kill the one that's closest to the hive guard, and then one will take a wound. Oh, 2 wounds.
I'm not going to charge, so which means your 3 dudes get to try to finish off my Norn emissary.
I will try. Hitting on 3s.
Oh!
Good start.
Oh, he shouldn't die. Shouldn't is the keyword.
Do you have any command points, Matthew?
No, I do not.
Excellent.
I got 3-up saves. If I fail all 3, I'm dead.
Yeah, come on, Mulgren.
If I fail any of them, I'm bracketed. Ha!
Oh no!
Jesus tanks it. We're gonna spike you with the scything talons. We're just gonna right down on his head, but we're not gonna show it.
Please.
3s to wound. Re-rolling. I think the Tyranids need to learn what the Bulgrin can do and send somebody better.
Oh, yay!
You can one at a time. Oh, I guess they're all the same.
No.
Oh, okay.
So you kill the one on 2 wounds,
and then
you kill one more.
I'm gonna take my running claws and I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna give him a hug. 2s to hit, re-rolling.
Yep.
Ah!
Yes.
No!
Yes.
Every one matters. 3s to wound, re-rolling. So 6-up saves. Normally 2 damage, but only 1 against 2.
Ha-ha!
You got 2 wounds left.
I do. So 2 of them do go down. 1, 2. Well, this Bulgrin knows when to pull the plug, and he's going to try full back here. That's right. He's desperately.
He didn't die.
Hey.
You could have
I will deny you of your
You could have at least died on your way back.
No.
I am overwatching him.
I
get to re-roll, all right? I get to re-roll, so I need 6s re-rolling.
This, by the way, is what we call a narrative impulse, okay?
I have to do it.
Hey, no, I want to deny your freaking Norn thing.
No, I have better.
I want to deny his purpose in life, which is to kill the Bulgrin.
They're too bad. They're perfectly average. How do you like that?
I don't like them apples.
It's okay. I still need 6s.
Yep.
But I get to re-roll. No, come on. Give me a few more.
Oh,
yes.
no.
Yes.
Don't.
Yes. This is my purpose. Then I can die. 3s to wound. Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, re-roll.
Fail. Yes.
No.
And now to put salt in the wound.
No.
How
did I not kill you?
Fine, the Vanquisher will try once again to shoot into your Norn emissary.
He's protected by plot armor.
The plot armor is great with this one. Come on, you have one job to kill big things. Does he hit? He does. Does he wound? He does. I wish he had devastating wounds. He doesn't, though.
No. And the AP on that would be?
It's 4.
4. And
You'll
how
kill
much
it.
damage does it do?
At minimum 7.
Okay. So I gotta roll 4 up.
You do.
No command points.
Okay.
No.
Yes!
No.
Pew!
All right, does he get mad? Hold on. He still has another chance to kill that Bulgrin.
Oh, no.
Deadly
No,
Divide.
don't do it.
D6 mortal wounds if he rolls a 6. He'll also do it to the Hive Guard, but
Yeah,
it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah.
No!
I did it! I'm done! Well, Sky, it's nice playing.
Yeah, nice playing again.
I got my singular purpose.
Mic drop. Bye. Bye, Matthew.
Okay, so I'm kind of sad that Skari didn't keep the camera rolling after I walked out the door and slammed it, because what happened is I just went, whoa! And I started running down the hallway. I was like, this is the best thing ever. And then I went back and proceeded to play for 2 hours longer, and it was fine. But that moment was it. The game was over at that point for me. I knew what was going to happen for the rest of the game, and I'm not going to say who won. You've got to go watch the battle report for that, just because I don't want to give spoilers. All I know is that was just such a good moment, and I was just so excited, and I was so happy that my narrative thing worked out, and it didn't matter. Nothing else that mattered in the game or that happened in the game mattered. Didn't care. Whatever, that worked, and that was awesome. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Just such a high moment in these games, and I've been getting those moments a lot. I don't think these are rare. These are actually quite common for me, because I also cheer on when my opponent does something cool. And so if you do that, then you can get more of these moments in almost every one of your games. And I hope that your opponents buy into that as well, so that you can both just have fun, play out a cool scenario, cheer for each other, play some with the lore in mind. even if you're not playing Crusade and you're just playing regular missions, whatever, just really dive into what makes this hobby so awesome, which is cool looking models, cool looking tables, awesome lore, and a fun game. And a fun game that somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Just going to leave it at that. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy wargaming!